I like building Legos. Alright, we're building this Lego rescue helicopter transport 60343 Link. Penis. Alright, let's get some
big YouTuber,
Right.
but I was a fucking child.
And perhaps with the assistance of his early obliviosity, Carson would do something bizarre. He'd create 3 similar but separate channels to make videos on. Blue Creepers.
Huh.
It's time to get loyal. Bruh, my bad. Yeah. It's just a song. I don't remember. I don't think that's the lyrics, but it just sounded way better off my top of my head.
I hope your mother finds out you've been bullying people like me online. The smokiness from the turkey, the spicy from the pepper jack cheese. Can I get a French onion soup,
Oh,
please?
shit. Fucking McCree fucked all of us up, bro. He fucking killed all of us. God
It's been a
damn.
little while since I've checked
Lisa,
in
shut
on
up.
Nova Online. If you haven't seen my previous video, I'm going to link it now. Go watch it. It should
Yes,
give you
ma'am.
the rundown
my
on
game
just
audio?
what Nova has done and why he
No.
is so disliked. When I started
Like,
researching for
when I'm
this
talking
video,
to
the
you?
first thing that
Yeah,
I
when you
noticed
talk, but
is
it's
that
not
Nova
loud. It's
has
not
not
annoying.
changed
It's
a
fine.
bit. He still does
Okay.
cringy food reviews.
It's not
I know
like
that not
super loud.
everything
Nah.
needs a review, but I got this sandwich from a local deli, no free advertising, and I just thought I should review it because I am out of video ideas. Insane cross section. Cheers.
God,
The
what the
smokiness from the
fuck?
turkey, the spicy from the pepper jack cheese, the cool crunch of the cucumber, and last but not least, the flavor of the garlic mayo. This is one of the best sandwiches I have ever consumed.
God forbid he gives his
Man, they
local
fucking kill
Boar's
all of
Head
us.
Deli
Holy
any
shit.
kind of free advertising,
Maybe it's
even
because
if
they
it
have
is
an
one of the
advantage
best
of being
sandwiches
good
that
on
he has
fire.
ever consumed. But don't worry, guys, his unabashed criticisms
Bro,
are
that shit
not
funny
just
as
limited
fuck.
to corporate chains. Nova Online is the type of guy to go out to a
Lisa,
fair
I'm
and
gonna have like
criticize
three
small
semi
food
trucks.
vendors for reasons that you wouldn't even expect.
Legos?
Yeah.
Trying shawarma
I'm
for
recording,
the
by the way.
very first
This is
time.
this is all going up on
There are
YouTube. So
literally
whatever
like
you'll say,
0 shawarma spots near
because I don't
me.
got no editing
I walked
software, it's
by
not gonna
the
get
able
edited
to find
out.
a booth that
And plus, I'm lazy as hell, and that shit's
catered
never
to
gonna
me.
be done.
Alright, and this is what we're working with the shawarma. It doesn't really feel that tight, but
Plus, you
hey,
want to do
let's
it?
try it out. And no, I'm not putting ketchup on the
Do
shawarma.
what?
Cheers. The only problem is I think
Nothing.
there's a little too much fries.
Do what?
This is one of the best Asian dishes
Edit.
I have ever consumed.
Edit what?
Definitely
Videos.
Imagine you
For
have
you?
spent
Yeah.
years trying to build your business as a shawarma
Sure, but I
food
don't
truck,
like
and this TikToker comes up to
practice
you
a
and
bit
tells you
more.
you have the
Because
best
the only
shawarma this
the only
side of the
videos I've ever
Mississippi,
edited were like
that
my
it's his
own, and that's
favorite
because like
Asian
I was
dish
editing on
ever,
like
and the only
tutorials
problem
for
he
like
has is you
my
gave him
editing
too many
account.
fries. He murders the pronunciation, gets the place of origin wrong, and then criticizes you for being generous. But hey, at least your food gets the 10 out of 10, putting it on par with Dr. Pepper. I don't know what it is about Nova's food reviews that I find
My
so
God, he
amusing,
fucking
but there's
I
just this
all these
undefinable
motherfuckers say to have their
quality
own at
about
the
it. And
same
this
fucking
feeling
time.
carries forward onto his shotgunning
Okay, I
videos,
need
where
to
he
just
will
stay
take
with
cans of soda and shotgun
my
them as
tank
if they
and my
were
other
an
healers.
alcoholic beverage. This video on screen happens to be my favorite. You
Alcoholic.
can see Nova trying to open the can with some kind of, I don't know, household object. It spritz open all over him. He
What the
finally gets it open
fuck?
enough to chug it a little bit, and
Bro.
immediately starts pouring it
At the
all over
last
his
second,
shirt.
as soon as we all
Nova
got
makes
there,
this
we were
kind of
all on the
content
point and
because
we
he
almost
thinks it
killed
makes
all of
him look
them. Like,
cool. The persona that he is trying so hard to
put that
portray to the
motherfucker's
world
oh,
is
I
this
was not thinking of
edgy,
him,
emo,
honestly.
kind of badass character. When his viewers and the rest of the
That motherfucker
internet
fucked
view
all
him
of us
very
up. Holy
differently,
shit, he
there
was
is
playing
no
that game.
finer example of Nova trying to act cool than his recent accidental live streams. Nova had been accused
no
accused of
games
trying to
at
act
all. He
cool
was fucking
online
us
so
off.
much
Holy
that he
shit.
needed a new gimmick so people would continue to buy that lie.
I'm
His
a level
solution to
6
this problem
customer,
would be to
and I'm a level
accidentally
38.
go live. For those of you who don't know, to start a
I
TikTok
don't even
live
play
stream, you
online.
have to press 4 buttons, a feat
This is my
nearly
first time playing in
impossible to
like 2
do
months.
by
And it's
accident.
on my
And Nova
PlayStation
would do
because I
these
don't play.
often, pointing the camera at the ceiling and acting like he didn't know it was recording, trying so
wish I had
hard
a
to be what he
PlayStation 5.
believed cool.
I hope I don't accidentally start a stream or something. That would suck. I don't know why I'm talking to
One
myself.
day.
Alexa, insult generator. Alexa, insult generator.
It's on last time. Fuck, I have to play this tank. I don't know how to
fuck, am I
play
live?
as.
Oh, fuck.
I'll play a
I
computer.
did not mean to start a stream. Damn it.
5 stars. Do a link
I'm
with the
good
page.
with her
After they
sometimes.
sent you a photo about his
A lot.
Jason. If I was up, I found to a better
When I play this,
situation.
I would like to
on
give
my
a big
stream,
shout
I
out to
watch
Liquid
YouTubers,
Nova
but
for
I don't play.
archiving these
I play this
streams.
shit.
They would be
I've
completely
been mouth
lost
breathing
to
for the
us
last 2
not.
minutes.
Their TikTok page will
You've
be in
been
the
mouth
link in the
breathing?
description
Mhm.
below. It's one of the best places to keep up
Fuck
with
that, you-
fresh Nova
You
news.
breathe through your
It
mouth.
seems like Nova's live streams,
Oh,
whether
stop
they be
breathing
on
through your mouth. You're
TikTok,
not supposed to breathe through your
YouTube,
nose.
wherever they
Why
are
do
the
you mouth
places where
breathe?
he posts the most
Dude,
interesting content.
you
Nova's
make it sound like I've
TikTok
been
food
mouth breathing my
reviews
whole
are
life.
cringy and in a way funny, yes, but the streams have a
Have
whole
you?
nother
No,
added
but
layer
breathing
of
through my
drama
nose.
to them at times.
But just
Like
in
the
that moment of
accidental
time, I
live
think I was like
streams
mouth
meant only
breathing.
to uphold his self-perceived image, and also the live streams where he is upset about his uncle. You see, Nova grew up without a father
Oh, it's
figure,
left.
and his uncle was trying to somewhat fill the role. Nova, being about as confrontational and standoffish as he can be, surely doesn't make this easy, and they have mad beef. And I did not know until just recently how deep this went. When I happened to run across an old live
Excuse
stream
me.
of Nova's where he absolutely
Why would
lost
you do
it
that?
over his uncle, I knew that I'd committed a grave sin
Oh
not
my god, it kicked
including
me
it
off.
in the
And
first
my
video.
shit kicked in at
So
the
to
last
make
second.
up for my
Thank
mistake,
fuck.
here and now is one of the greatest
Yeah, we're getting
Nova
closer to
food
Hans
in
and my
existence,
trucks.
in the origin
Boobies.
of the uncle beef, which continues to this day.
God, I can't get my accident.
I misheard what my fucking uncle said, and then he went on for a full-on fucking rant. I'm fucking done. Okay, you little yes, I said motherfucker. I'm so motherfucking mad. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. No, I'm not fucking okay.
I don't know how I missed this in the first video, but I'll tell you something, how I found it for the second video were videos of the beef that is ongoing in the present day. It seems Nova and his uncle still have unresolved issues, because he will still go live
We'll see if
and
he
still
fucking died.
complain about
Damn.
arguments that they have.
Is he fucking dead?
With these, I cooled down
I
real
don't
quick.
think so. I think his little ass popped everywhere.
At this point, I'm just starting to not
That's
give a
so
fuck about
funny.
anything.
Yo, look, he's still
It's my
there.
fucking uncle.
That's funny as
That's what you
shit.
need to fucking know. There.
Oh no
You
no
happy
no no
now?
no! Oh, thank God. He light tricked me, and I died. I'm so embarrassed.
Fucking uncle again. Uncle yelling at me for no fucking reason again.
Why
My
he
uncle is
fucking light tricked me
literally
right there?
the
He could have
equivalent
did it somewhere else.
to a death sentence.
Shit.
He hates being ignored. It's all part of the reason I turned.
I
15
really
emo.
want that
And
support
as I
team.
continued
He's really
through
cool.
Nova's TikToks
He's
to the
the-
present day,
he was
I
the new
noticed that this was a
Overwatch twin.
reoccurring theme. Food reviews, beef with his uncle, accidental streams, it was all a pattern. Another thing I noticed was the absolute increase in hate comments. Nova's average views on his TikTok page were dropping, but videos covering him on other platforms like YouTube or TikTok were doing quite well, and all of this negative attention seemed to be tanking actual interest in his TikToks. Until Nova
Ugh.
got lucky, buying him just a little
Damn.
more time
Without
until
my
his
fucking
page
team,
eventually
I would
went dead.
fucking be
A local
dying
news
left and
station
right.
would go to Nova's place of business, filming a segment on minimum wage in their state. In the clip they happened to capture of Nova was absolutely memeable.
Can I get a French onion soup, please?
Under item
Just like everything
Dumbass.
else with Nova, there is this quality about the clip that makes it absolutely hilarious to me. Many other people found it hilarious as well, and it seemed to bring a little bit more attention to Nova's channel. Mostly negative, of course, meaning that in classic Nova fashion, he would respond to
Damn,
hate
if I
comments
didn't kill
and
that
grow
fucking
to
snake
absolutely
with my arm, I
hate
would've
the
fucking
French
fucked. We all
onion
would've been
soup
fucked.
please meme.
No, you can't get a fucking French onion soup. This every fucking stream, and it gets fucking annoying. That's why I got tired of the. Can I get a French onion soup, please? Can I get a French onion soup, please? No, you can't get a French onion soup.
Wow, this skin is full of shit. Oh my god.
That comment was so fucking drawn out. I got so fucking tired of it that I had to block French in the Kick and the fucking TikTok chat, live and normal.
The French onion soup hype got so out of control that he had to block the word French in his chats. But
I
I'm
need to-
sure that many
I
of
need
you
to stop
know
flushing.
trolls
I
can
need
be
to, like,
far
remember
more
to, like,
relentless than a simple blocking.
sit off.
And not being able to talk about French onion soup in chat was not going to stop them from being absolutely hilarious. Some of the funniest stuff I've seen during the research of this video as a whole were some of his TikTok comments, which
Excuse
are
me.
absolutely brutal, many of them suggesting that he try either illegal or harmful substances. The increase in negative attention caused Nova to change the very way that he streamed. In an attempt to own his trolls, he would decide to no longer speak during his gaming streams, hurting no one but himself and the few actual fans that he had remaining.
Alright guys, little disclaimer. This is the only time that I will be speaking in this stream because some troll, not naming names, is ruining my streams by archiving them. And I bet you're recording this right now. If you're in here, f you. And I hope your mother finds out you've been bullying people like me online. F***ing shame on you.
I want to make it clear that in that video, when Nova refers to people like him, he means people that have been accused of grooming with thorough evidence to prove it. Nova would continue with the strategy of no speaking for quite some time, until he noticed that it absolutely assassinated his view count, going from 80-something viewers a stream down to 1 or 2. To combat this while also sticking it to the trolls, he devised a new way
Holy
to let
shit,
him
we're
talk
gonna
on
fuck them
stream.
up. My
My new
god.
streaming
He's playing no
strategy.
game.
To divert the trolls. Turn down your speakers, guys. Alright, y'all. This is what's gonna divert the trolls.
She fucking motherfucker.
Because this
Holy
guy likes
shit.
to bleep out
Yo,
all
their
the
whole
swear
team
words.
fucking left.
For those
That
of you
is
just joining, if you're hearing
crazy.
fuck in the background,
That
that is not your
crazy.
imagination. That's my
Their
streaming
whole
strategy
team
to
just
divert the
fucking
trolls.
left. It's only 2 of them.
And it comes on every 2 seconds. It might decrease my viewers.
Wow.
The drop in already low quality of Nova's content became noticeable in the months to come. He didn't care if he had an absolutely annoying sound playing in the background on a loop during his streams, because it wasn't about the viewer to him. It was about sticking it to the people who disliked him. And this resulted in not only the quality of Nova's videos dipping, but the frequency of them and also the attention they would get. At one time, Nova was posting TikToks that would frequently get tens of thousands of likes. Now it is an
Where the
absolute
fuck is that
shadow
Genji?
of its
Oh,
former
shit,
self.
yo.
And it's not just the grooming allegations.
Shit.
Because the dip in quality, like I'm
dropped the
about
Lego
to show
piece.
you, drove off even the hardest of Nova stands.
Trying the blood orange grapefruit bubbly bath. Before you guys comment, when Nova your sugar intake? 0 calories, 0 sugar. You bitches can't do anything about it. It's healthy.
I want to see what the fuck she
also
did,
about to
bro.
put no artificial
'Cause holy
sweeteners in
shit.
all their flavors too. So
When you
I
make
threw my fault and yo,
minute-long
she fucked
videos
them
and you
up.
spend 15
Damn.
seconds of it complaining about your fans and your trolls, something is wrong. And unless your last name is Chandler, I don't think you're gonna make it on any social media platform with that attitude. Like I said earlier, highly viewed Nova videos are a thing of the past. The algorithm of TikTok wants nothing to do with him, both because of the
Everyone is
allegations
35,
and the
dog.
poor
Oh my
quality
fucking
of his
God.
newer
That's
videos.
too
The
fucking much.
diminishing
I don't play
attention
this
has
game.
caused
It's gonna take me
Nova
like a
to think
fucking
about
3
where
months
he
to
went
get that
wrong,
shit.
and this led him down a
I play
very
like 4
interesting rabbit
matches and then
hole,
I kill.
especially for a person in his position. He began to look into Chris Chan and watch the Geno Samuel documentary, making numerous references to him throughout videos and live streams.
Chris Chan is on the me real quick though.
Yeah, I remember that one video Chris uploaded saying that he wants everything off his house off the internet. That just motivated the trolls, really.
I play
why
Apex
when
if
the
like
trolls do
Apex
something, I don't
was
give them
good, you know,
attention.
good
I
state.
have seen Nova on
But I will not
many,
touch that
many
game.
different occasions give the trolls
I don't wanna
so
play
much
mainstream,
attention
so
that they didn't even know what to do with it. In almost
the only
every
good thing about
video,
this
he
game is, you
antagonizes
know,
them in some
porn.
way. So this knowledge that he thinks he's getting from the
I'm
Geno
kidding, but
Samuel
why so
doc
bad?
and Chris Chan's story is not doing him much good. Him discussing lolcows, compounded with the fact that he feeds the trolls, leads me to believe that he fears transforming into a lolcow more than anything else on the internet. And whether he likes it or not, it seems like that is what has come to pass. There are tons of videos out there
This
talking about
Tracer
Nova's
is spamming
antics
you
from
got
the
it,
darker
but
stuff
it keeps
to the
saying
lighter
he
stuff,
did good.
leaving Nova's
It's so
ability
funny.
to hide things on the internet nearly non-existent. And in my research for this video, I discovered that other content creators had found Nova's Reddit account. Yet another thing of massive importance that I forgot to include in the first video. So we're gonna rectify that here and now, reading some of the craziest posts that he had made. The Reddit account was shortly deleted after it was discovered, but I have to give a massive shout out to a fellow YouTuber for archiving it. He goes by
my
Lolcow
Tracer
Academy, and I'll link his channel in the description below, along with Liquid
Okay.
Nova's. Once
Oh,
again,
these
big
motherfuckers
thank you to
suck.
Lolcow Academy. Let's get into the Reddit posts. Am I the asshole for having an argument with my mum
I ain't
over
gonna lie,
ruining
I
my
hate when
birthday?
motherfuckers play
So
that
I,
one
18 male
Daiki
tomorrow,
asshole.
am having an 18th birthday coming up after the disaster my birthday was last year. I often tend to think aloud, and I was having an off day already. I muttered to myself, I hope my birthday this year isn't ruined like it was last year. I guess me mum overheard me yelling at her. Now most of the conversation was a blur, but here's what I remember of it. I just don't want my birthday the way it ended up last year. Gabriel, your grades were horrendous. I didn't even consider your birthday. Yes, my grades were horrendous, and I barely passed, but I feel like that since it was my birthday, I don't think I was deserved to be yelled at by my racist and homophobic uncles who me mom told about the incident. But on the other hand, I feel like I was the asshole for causing the whole situation, because I was having an off day. I genuinely apologized to her over text, but she left me on read. I need some advice. A lot of people on TikTok think I'm a P word, can't say without getting removed, and I've proved my innocence. However, they're still harassing me about it, and even with evidence that I'm innocent and was framed, they still won't fucking stop. And even after I blocked them on everything, they come back on endless alts and Zalago texts of full on my docs, my real name, etc. And I'm fucking sick of it. Is there an easier way to stop this? This one he posted to r/age regression. I'm just sad. Hey all, as many of you know, I can't find my little side lately, and I'm being harassed for being a little, being called a censored for little eyes, etc. And I need the r/age regression community to help me find my little side again. I can't trust no one right now, and this community is the only place I can turn to. Thank you. If you're a TikTok hater, go crawl back to the hole you came from and never come back out. It's posts like this that make me want to spend hours using the emergency eye wash station. Another post from r/age regression, which I refuse to read the way that he has typed. I'm really scared. I've been posting a bit on TikTok and my fans don't accept me for who I am. Crying emoji. I've been getting doxxed, and recently I'm very scared for crying emojis.
My
This is from an
progression on
r/age
Apex Legends,
regression
so
post
I
about
should pray.
diapers I would def buy, but I'm flat broke. However, my mom knows about my age regression
I
and
should download
supports
it,
me.
but I don't know
She
what
just
games it
draws
is
the
because
line
I
at
play
diapers,
Spider-Man,
so
The
that
Last
means
of Us,
Nova's
and
mom would be willing to spend
GTA.
money
I don't even
on
play
other
GTA like
things
that.
that he would consider
So
to
I
be
really
of this
shouldn't even.
nature.
I
I'm
shouldn't
going
even
to
have
warn you
this.
guys
I
that
should
the
just
next
go.
couple of images that you're going to
But like,
see
it's
of
fun.
Nova
No,
may
it's
be
not.
shocking
It's not
because
fun
we
playing
have
by
reached
myself.
the bottom of his iceberg. Me and Moonshine wish all sweet dreams. Remember, God loves you, and you are valid. Me and Moonshine wish you all good night. If you all could send me some words to knock me in little space in the morning, that'd be appreciated. Moonshine and I wish you all a good
Trying to
night.
get out the way,
You are
but
loved
fucking
and
time
valid
block.
as always. As I'm sure many of you know, it was this kind of behavior that got Nova
Damn,
into
dude,
trouble
sitting
before.
up straight
He was engaging
while
in this
not
type
being
of
against
roleplay
anything is
with
hard.
actual minors,
Or
and
like,
it
if
is
you're
what
not
has
sitting
gained
up,
him
that
the
shit's hard
level
as
of
hell.
internet infamy he has today. I wasn't sure if I should include the Reddit posts, but I think they paint a pretty clear picture as to what his past couple of years have been like. And I gotta say, he hasn't changed a bit, which is kind of worrying, because like I just said, he has done some pretty messed up stuff in the past. And in all honesty, we can only hope that this is the last time that we have to hear from Nova online. And that's all I have
Wait.
today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, especially till the end of the video. I really appreciate that. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. All of that really helps as well. And a massive shout out to all my channel members. Much love, guys. Charles Marvin Green III, also known as Charlie Chill, was born on December 2nd, 1982. While you may not initially recognize Charles Marvin Green III, you might recognize his father, known widely across the internet as the Angry Grandpa. You might also recognize his younger brother, Michael
I
Green,
didn't see
also
that
known
video
as
before.
Kid Behind a
I
Camera.
didn't know
When
where it
someone
was at
first
when she went
recommended I
here.
look into Charlie Chill for a video, I expected drama and rage, but I did not expect how utterly
Winston's such a cute little
depraved this
monkey.
story would get, being one of the darkest I have covered on the channel, without a doubt. And as someone who grew up watching the Angry Grandpa show, seeing this guy in numerous videos that I had watched while I was a kid, it is even more so shocking to learn what he has done. And I feel like the best way to understand everything is to go in chronological order. Even though Charlie made his first appearance on the Angry Grandpa show back in 2013, it's 2015 where things really start to get interesting. In 2015, Charlie didn't have a job, he was homeless, and he owed money and child support for his one daughter. Having nowhere else to go, he decided to move in with his father, the Angry Grandpa. Angry Grandpa would say all that
Why would you
Charlie
back
did
yourself into
was
a
sit in
fucking
his
corner, you
room,
dumbass?
get drunk, and play GTA 5. He wouldn't
How
help
much
out
of an
around the
idiot do you
house
have to
like he
be?
promised. He wouldn't get
I
a
can't
job,
even-
and it seemed like his
No.
only interest
I don't
was
know why,
creating
so
his
I didn't
own
even
YouTube
fucking
channel to piggyback off of the
use
success
it,
of
but-
his father and brother. Things would continue like this for a while, until August 2016, when Charlie was sent to jail for unpaid child support. This was not his only brush with the law. Back in 2001, he had broken into a home and got arrested for it. In 2014, he was arrested once again for a hit and run and drug paraphernalia. And then, of course, this arrest for unpaid child support in 2016. In November of that same year, he would be released from jail and return home to Grandpa's, where the same kind of behavior continued. He wouldn't get a job, he wouldn't help out around the house, he would just sit around all day, using various drugs and drinking alcohol. We would not know until much later that Charlie was also forcing these types of substances onto the children who were living with
Oh
Grandpa.
god!
And it wouldn't be until months later that they would reveal this was all occurring around this time. Here's a clip of them talking about how Charlie would
My
threaten them
DPS fucking
into
sucks.
consuming these
Holy
things.
shit.
He gave me something to smoke.
What was it?
I don't
I
know.
think it's just gonna lay out there and
But something to smoke. And how old are you?
9, 10, I mean.
Give him something to smoke. Did he give you anything else?
Yes.
What?
Beer,
How you know it's beer?
because he told me that. And then he gave me it.
Do you remember that day that your nose was busted and we were giving you stuff for it and stuff?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
When me and Jake was playing outside, and then he came outside and hit me to the door.
Who's he?
When I was playing with my brother Jacob.
Yeah, but who's he? Who did it to you?
Charlie.
I also forgot to mention that he hit another kid and threw him into a door. Like I said previously, at this point in the timeline, Michael and Grandpa had no idea that Charlie had pushed these substances onto a kid. Out of fear, they would hide this information until months later when Charlie messed up big time. But despite that, Grandpa had had enough of him sitting around and drinking all day. In this whole time after being released from prison, he hadn't even tried to get a job. And when Grandpa threw him out, he had to couch surf for a couple of days, until he manipulated his brother Michael into letting him live at his pool house. Michael at this point had made millions of dollars off of the Angry Grandpa show. He had a very nice house with a pool, and of course a pool house which was the size of many people's regular homes. Charlie would stay there, and him and Mike would make content together for a couple of weeks. During this time, Charlie's level of paranoia skyrocketed. He would rip apart the pool house looking for so-called speakers that Michael had planted to prank him, leading many to speculate that Charlie was abusing drugs. This would be confirmed when on June 29th, 2017, one of the most infamous events in the Angry Grandpa Show's history would occur. It is known as the LSD incident, and it all started when one day Michael returned home to find Charlie completely out of his mind. Not only had he stripped naked and was jumping into the pool, but one of his fingers was charred black from being burnt. After trying to calm Charlie down and realizing that he was in some kind of drug-induced psychosis, they decided to call the police. And when they arrived, this footage was taken.
I don't want to fucking leave. I've done nothing. No. Michael, is this your house? Is this your property?
They're gonna tase you if you act like this.
What have I done?
You destroyed the pool house. You got in my face and started screaming at me when I tried to bring you something to eat.
Fucking 26 gigabytes.
I'm not talking about fake videos. I'm talking about an hour ago when I tried to bring you something to eat and you tried to launch at me.
Alright, let's go.
Might get off.
You know what?
I'm not trying to.
Michael,
I'm scared to death of you right now, bro.
Michael, come and give me a hug, man. Please don't do that. I'm going with the police. All we need you to do is get on the gurney, man. That's it.
They're not trying to take you to the police. They're taking you to the hospital. Your hand's fucked up.
That's why she's
You're
going
the one
for
that fucking
fucking
put all
home.
my shit out on the fucking internet.
How? When?
You're the one that put my shit. Your fucking father, the goddamn fucking cousin.
You are
I'm
a
gonna put it
drug
all out.
addict. Do it! Do it! Can I press charges for praising that pool house, please?
Yeah, this is real. Right here, this is real. This is real stuff. This ain't your fake little YouTube stuff. My life is you fucked up.
Not only did Charlie have this massive meltdown in front of Michael and his neighbors, but also to the viewers of his YouTube channel. In this drug-induced psychosis, he uploaded a number of illicit videos to his channel, resulting in a swift strike. As you heard in the video, he was taken off to the hospital for evaluation. His hand was treated, he was given drugs to sober up, and he was released that night. For some unknown reason, he decided to return to Michael's house, and as soon as Michael's girlfriend Bridget saw him, they had a confrontation.
Get out then, bitch! Get the fuck out then, you stupid stink! Oh, so bad! Oh no, I'm fucking fat! And you're fucking homeless!
That's why you look.
You're stupid and fucking homeless!
That's why.
You stupid alcoholic!
Hey, didn't you
I need to see what's my top for the
Charlie,
Beatles.
who
I'm
was
probably
now
in there
completely sober,
1.0%.
struck
And if
Bridget
I'm
in the
not,
face
then I'm
multiple
gonna be
times. Seeing his girlfriend being beat on, Michael
What's it
approached
called?
Charlie for a fight, where Charlie proceeded to pick up a piece of
ALA.
broken mirror and threatened to cut
Here we go.
Michael with it.
Fanalistic spark.
All of this would result in Charlie's fourth arrest,
What?
as Bridget and Michael were adamant about pressing charges. A couple days later, Charlie was released, and he would
Okay,
make
yeah.
his first apology video, blaming all of his actions on the drugs, even though he hit Bridget when he was sober, and denies that the assault even happened.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Charlie checking in here.
Is it like an
sorry,
early
everybody,
Spotify
man,
war?
everything went down, it's my fault. It's true. I went out. I partied. I came home. I destroyed
The
all
Beatles.
stuff, man. Dang.
My current favorite is Julia, the 2009
consequences,
remastered. Oh my god.
hit nobody. I promise
Hold
you
on.
that I did not, guys.
Something, my forever
I don't
favorite
know
is
what else to say,
Something
man.
remastered.
At
The
the bottom
Beatles.
now, man.
And my fucking, are you serious? My favorite album by the Beatles is Please Please Me. Are you so serious?
And I want to try to do everything I can to try to make it better. And
That is some bullshit.
This is a reoccurring theme when it comes to Charlie.
My
He will
current
often
favorite
mess
of Boy
up
Fantasy
and
is
often
Party
blame
Girl,
it
and
on
my
drug
forever
or
favorite is
alcohol
Party Girl.
abuse. But it's like I say with Only Use Me Blade.
Hey,
If
you
you
listen
know
to the
that you're a
Beatles
monster
after
when you
you
take these
celebrate
substances
your
and you
friends
still
when you're
take them,
feeling
then
free.
you have a
I
hand
mean, the
in it.
Beatles do
You
have
are
a good
actively making the choice
uh,
to consume
mood
something
boost.
that you
Like their
know
early
will turn
albums,
you
so that's
into
probably
a
why
danger
Please
to
Me
your
is my
friends and
favorite.
family. Piss poor excuses run
All right,
very
we done
frequently
building this
through the
Lego
mind of
set.
Charles Green
It's
III,
built.
but they were not enough to convince his brother Michael and Bridget to drop the charges, as well as let him back into their lives. And upon telling
Yo,
the rest of
Mom.
the family what Charles had done, a veritable floodgate of stories from the past